I would say like I've been starting to read more. I've been starting to read more books. So this next question, if this year, 2022, was a chapter in a book,
Okay.
what would it be called?
What would this book be called?
What would the chapter, this specific chapter in the book be called?
I appreciate it. What would... Dang, that's a really good question, bro.
Oh, you mean to give you some time? I can go first.
Give me some time
to think about it.
Yeah, give me some time. A lot happened this year. I ain't gonna lie. A lot
I
happened.
thought about a couple things, like to try to be like all creative and artistic and stuff and poetic, but I said screw all that. I would say this chapter of my life, this chapter will be called "From the Pond to the Ocean." And I say that because like you ever hear that reference like small fish, big fish, small pond? I feel like I literally got taken out of a pond and I got tossed into the Atlantic and with all the big fish, because just going from like graduating and like not really knowing like exactly, I know what I want to do, but not how I'm gonna do it, and now I'm freaking doing it, bro. Like nah, ain't no. If I mess up, I can go back home. If I could just take some time and just, because like I know people. Well, I don't know anybody personally, but like I know of people who can afford, or like their parents can afford for them. Like, I'm gonna take a year off and I'm gonna just figure out what I'm gonna do while I travel the world and go on vacations and stuff. Like, I know of people who can do that. Obviously, like I can't do that. And everything means more now. Like there's no, like this not a game. Like there's no restart button. So every decision I make, I gotta go along that path and I gotta see things all the way through. With me moving like to a different city, I moved to a whole different city.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm making my own out here because I plan on being here like a couple years, then going from there. You already know where I want to go. You already know where I want to go. But just like, when I'm back home in Cleveland, I got resources there. I got people. If something happens with this, I got people who can help me out. If I want to get into doing this, I can hit up some people. Somebody gonna know somebody. So like, I'm out here by myself, basically. I gotta advocate for myself.
Yeah.
I gotta develop new connections. I gotta network more myself. So just being out here and like everything actually like this is, I feel like college is really like the trial run. It's like the tutorial. Like you can do things, but a lot of things don't have like, because you can make mistakes. You can make mistakes because you're still in college. People can change majors. People can decide to do this and decide to do that. But like once you're out here in life, the stakes are raised, you know?
Yeah.
Did you think about your name yet?
Yeah, I got my name. I have two names. I don't know which one I'm gonna go with, so I'm gonna say both. In Kendrick Lamar's album To Pimp a Butterfly, he got like a section of songs where you can like label it as a cocoon, like a before the butterfly emerges. So I can say like, I can title it Cocoon, or I can title it like Trial and Error. I don't know which one I'm gonna go with. I ain't gonna cap. I might go with Cocoon because, or emerging from the cocoon.
Yeah, I was gonna say
emerging.
Yeah,
because this year 2022, man, I really been like putting myself out there in a way. Like, I was never an outgoing person. I was never attention on me. I was never like I never wanted to be in the front and center.
Yeah, the center of attention.
Yeah, the center of attention. But I've had to do that to get to where I want to get to. You know, this is still the beginning stages.
Facts, man.
So it's like, I would say emerging from the cocoon because I've had to put myself in, not uncomfortable situations, but situations that
you had to get outside your comfort zone.
I had to get out my comfort zone. Appreciate it. Thank you. I had to get outside my comfort zone, and you know, sometimes it helps you a lot, but at the same time, it can bring some attention that you don't want. You know, so that's what
I definitely feel that, because like, bro, when I first started my channel back in 2020, 2021 like I started to get like a little bit of traction. Like, okay, I got my 100th subscriber on my birthday, like April 22nd, 2021. That's when I got my 100th subscriber. Now, I don't know how legit this is because there's been a couple of different people who have said they were my 100th subscriber. And I don't know how that works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So somebody's capping. But somebody from the team said they was my 100th subscriber. I'm like, that's lit because I didn't even like send him my link. I didn't have his phone number. I don't follow his social media or nothing. So I was like, he must have just found out about it and subscribed.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. And then like a few months later, I got a text message from it was summer 2021. I got a text message right after I dropped the Me versus Me Part 2 video. I got a text message from Johnny. He's like, man, your video is great, man. Like you really giving people free game, this and the other. And I never even sent him my link. So I'm like, yo, people really starting know about my channel and everything.
Yeah.
And then at practice and stuff like that, people will like ask me like, oh, how you be doing it? Blah blah blah, this and the other. I'm like, yo, I gotta actually like talk to people now, cause like, bro, when I was playing ball, like I was still relatively quiet, like, and I'm still like, okay, if you ask people at work, they would say I'm like a social butterfly, but that's just like at work, I want time to pass by, so I just like talk to people and stuff. But at the gym, I don't really talk to many people. I keep my headphones on. I'm pretty locked in. At school, I was, besides like my teammates and stuff like that, I didn't really talk to too many people. But I had to get outside my comfort zone, like really start talking to more people.
Facts, man.
I had to like start advocating for myself more,
Yeah.
And it took a minute because like, honestly, especially in the locker room, I would get in and out as fast as I can because like, it don't always smell the best. It didn't always smell the best. And, like people would be talking about like stuff that I had no interest in. Yeah. So I'd be like, all right, man, I'm just getting it out. But then I had to start like talking about more stuff, So yeah, it definitely took some getting used to. So with us heading into a new year, new year, every year there's always gonna be a new wave. I feel like content-wise, 2021, I feel like the wave in 2021 was short-form content. You had TikToks was blowing up, Instagram added those reels, and then YouTube added those shorts, YouTube shorts. So short-form content. I feel like 2022 was more about audios. Those Instagram audios had those shorts and short-form contents blowing up. Like it was really about people were making audio, people were using different audio. Like it was literally just about audio. Like you would get analytics-wise, the algorithm would blow up some of your videos based off of what audio you use, no matter what you have video you're going wise. So what do you think is gonna be the wave in 2023, content-wise?
Content-wise, I think the wave is going to be live streaming. I feel like we talked about Kai Snet earlier. Like Twitch is really like Twitch already like blew up, but Twitch is really like popular right now. And like watching a YouTube video is cool, but like watching somebody do something live is even better. To interact with that content creator live, and to like for the content creator to have an event that's live, it's like it's more entertaining on a totally different level. So I think live streaming is going to be the wave in 2022. You even see like YouTubers getting away from YouTube and being like daily Twitch streamers and only uploading to YouTube like only once a month now. So I'll say live streaming. I mean, you see YouTubers now, they make like a channel where they put their clips from their Twitch streams
straight on there. Yeah,
so,
I know I'm Dante does that.
So that's like the wave now, and like I just say live streaming, man. Whether it's Twitch, whether it's YouTube going live on there, I feel like that's the wave.
Yeah, I would agree. I feel like one of the main things about Twitch that is kind of taking over is the fact that the terms of service is a lot different than YouTube. Like there's certain things that you can do on Twitch that if you do on YouTube, you might get in a lot of trouble for it. Yeah. It's more of an interactive platform. You can do. I mean, YouTube is doing it now, but Twitch. I feel like Twitch was doing it first. If I'm watching your stream, Kagelvltv, I could donate $1 and have a message appear, and you can see that message. If you have thousands of people watching, you can't see every comment, but you see my comments. I paid you $1 and stuff like that. For me, I think that the wave in 2023 will kind of go back to something that was kind of emerging a little bit in previous years, but I feel like might blow up now is IRL content. Like I feel like people are gonna be doing more of those. Like people was already doing like those public interviews and stuff, but like those, it's something about those pranks, man. People love those. Like people just love just messing with strangers, dude.
Yeah,
like
that is true.
People are getting very bold.
People are getting very, very bold. And that's
Very,
dangerous.
very bold.
That's dangerous.
People are
That's
watching
dangerous.
guys like ISO Speed and Jadion and like, let me go walk up to a complete stranger and like freaking start making moaning sounds and farting and doing all this other type of stuff in front of them, and let me just record their reaction. Like people really don't care, bro. Like I like Jadion, and it's actually weird because this dude at my job told me I look like Jadion. I'm like,
So you like Jadion?
yeah. I was like, bro, I look nothing like Jadion. I messed with him. I was like, hey, bro, not all black people look alike. Because he was a white dude. I was like, nah, we don't all just look alike. Because I know for a fact I don't think I look anything like Jadion. But not taking anything away from the guy, but Jadion has done some wild stuff.
Yes, has the, yeah, some wild
But I
stuff.
feel like at the same time, he has a way with people that like a lot of his videos, he make people mad. But then a lot of his videos, like he'll make them mad, but they're like, man, we're just playing, man. It's just another, and it can like de-escalate the situation. Not everybody has that ability.
Right.
So fair warning to any of you guys thinking about doing like pranks and stuff like that. Just know that saying it's a prank is not gonna always de-escalate every situation. So be careful with that.
It's not gonna work all the time, I ain't gonna lie.
Man, like it's crazy out here, man. It is crazy. Like I seen a video, cause like I be thinking, what if one day I'm just minding my business, going to it, cause they be going places like malls and stuff like that. I'm just at a mall, and then I gotta see Jadion in the parking lot, doing. It was a video, like those reenactments, like Civil War reenactments and stuff that people be doing.
Talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. I know what
you're talking about. I clicked on it. I seen the thumbnail. I said I can't watch it.
I watched that video and like, Jadion, I get what he's doing, but like, I got too much pride to do some stuff like that.
I did. I couldn't watch that.
So we obviously have to tell you guys. Okay, to summarize it. Jadion made a video. So people do like Civil War reenactments. People dress up as like Civil War members, like from both sides, and they go like some park and they reenact the Civil War.
Yeah.
So Jadion, a black man, he wanted to participate in this. So him and his friend dressed up as slaves to act like the slaves in the reenactment.
Wow.
And it was so crazy. It even made like the white people uncomfortable. And I seen that, and I think like, just imagine like you at the park with your dog playing fetch, and you go through and you see like Jadion with his friend, like, and they're dressed up as slaves and they're like picking cotton on the ground.
You see a big
like,
camera behind them.
And you see a big camera, and then it's like, bro, what are you doing, man?
Bro. Now I gotta leave the park.
And then
I feel uncomfortable. I
and then like those public interviews are even worse. Because like those public interviews be so annoying. Cause like I'm trying to walk through the mall, and some guy stops and say, hey, can I ask you a question? I'm like, sure. He's like, rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10. Like, what? And then it's that one dude, you probably seen him, like, he literally pulls people aside and he goes, on a scale from 1 to 10, how badly would I beat you up? Like,
in those situations, I was probably just troll. If they like, if somebody stopped me and they asked me a question, I'm a troll.
I just feel like,
unless it's an anime question.
Yeah, but I just feel like in those scenarios, man, like I understand you're trying to get your content, but like let people just like shop, man. Like just let them go to the mall and shop. Like they be interrupting people who just be like on their day just like doing regular errands. Like, yo, I gotta go pay this light bill before my lights get cut off, and you asking me, do I think that my girlfriend is loyal and doing loyalty tests? You know what I mean? Like it's crazy out here.
Yeah.
It's becoming one of those things where I feel like with everybody wanting to be a creator, it saturates the market so much that like a lot of stuff is going to become annoying. Like, I haven't been to a mall maybe since like COVID, because like I don't really be I do like my shopping like online and stuff now. But I can only imagine going to a mall on a Saturday in Cleveland. Let me 16-year-olds trying to interview every single person. Gonna be like, can I rate you from 1 to 10? Can you rate me? And all this rates.
But at the same time, I find that like that's live at the same, like that's cool at the same time, because I wish I had a YouTube channel back when I was 16 years old.
Yeah, no.
So to see like kids doing it nowadays, I was like, yeah, that's lit.
No, it's lit for sure, but it's also like certain situations it be kind of inconveniencing.
It's just like their content in particular. Like, why y'all doing this content? But it's the content that's being pushed right now.
Yeah, but not even. I wouldn't even say this content, but it's like, bro, like, all right, I watched some Jadion videos that were actually funny, but then sometimes he be messing with people who like, man, this dude is literally like. Did you see the video of him like acting like a basketball recruit?
Yeah, I seen that.
And he's bothering this father, and he's asking the father. He was like, "Yo, does your son pull Lizzos?" And he's like trying to explain what a Lizzo is, and the dude is just trying to watch his son play basketball. Like, bro, just chill, man. Like, I wish we had set locations where it's okay, like, for you to do this stuff. Like, if I go like a bowling alley, for example, if I go into a bowling alley, when I'm getting my bowling shoes and everything, they're like, hey, this is a place where a lot of people film content and stuff like that. If you're here, you just gotta know like it's okay for them to do that type of stuff. It's like, okay, I agree, and cool. And certain places, like, I can just chill without having to have a camera in my face or like blowing up on YouTube. Like, cause if you give them a certain reaction, the video is gonna blow up.
Oh, it's gonna blow up. They're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah. So like, and then you don't want to be known as that guy who's like, you're not that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or one of those people, you know?
I feel like people nowadays too, like they're in public and they see like they see someone and they see someone else with a camera. I'd be like, okay, let's just avoid them. I feel like that's gonna start happening too.
Okay. For the final award for the 2022 year-end review, this award goes to the most likely team to succeed. So based off of 2022 performances only performances, not who the team drafted, not who they traded for, just simply off of their performance, what sports team do you think will be most likely to succeed in 2023?
This is tough because I've been watching a lot of soccer lately, so I want to say like something soccer related, but I'm not too knowledgeable on soccer just yet. Based on their 2022, I'm gonna go ahead and say, okay, I give this team a lot of flack. I talk down on this team a lot, but I will say the Detroit Lions are improving. They're still not like a really good. They're not a like good team yet, but they are improving. There's a lot of Detroit fans here in Findlay, Ohio, and I talk down.
It's a lot of Michigan fans in this part of Ohio. I don't understand it.
I talk down on them every chance I get, just cause they just talk so much about how their team is improving, and it's true. But I'm just tired of hearing it. But I'm tired of hearing it. But I'm gonna give them their just due. The Detroit Lions are improving, man. I've always said they're gonna always stay mediocre throughout. Like they're like I always said like the Detroit Lions and like the Bears are gonna always be like a mediocre team. But I once said that about the Vikings. But you see where they are right now.
Yeah, they're good regular season.
They're doing pretty good.
Regular season.
We said regular season,
right? I mean,
you could say that about the Eagles too.
Exactly. There's a lot of teams that's always really good at regular season, but no, continue.
So I would say the Detroit Lions. You see them improving. I'm not saying they're going to be like a playoff team for sure next year, but they're going to keep improving year by year, and they're going to make something happen. Like they're just not going to be a mediocre team. Like what I said before, like they're always gonna be a mediocre team. That's false.
Okay.
That's false.
I like that. I like somebody who can actually like admit that they were wrong to something.
Yeah,
you know?
I was definitely wrong.
So-
but I just like saying that to those fans. Just
Oh, yeah, for sure. You like to
they
mess
just
with
like
them a little
talking
bit.
like they be like, oh, we only lost by 3 today. Y'all lost. Like, come on now.
That's a loss. That's still
Yeah,
an L.
like, so but they are improving. I would say.
All right, for me, I really want to go with my Cleveland Cavaliers. I really do. But if I went with them, it wouldn't be purely based on performance because although they made the play-in tournament, they didn't make the playoffs last season.
Yeah.
They added Donovan Mitchell, and Darius Garland has been improving, but this is based on performance specifically. So with the team based on performance that I think are most likely to succeed in 2023 is the Memphis Grizzlies.
Memphis Grizzlies. Okay.
With the young core that they have, they remind me of a lot of the Golden State Warriors, a team that are kind of their ops right now.
He said they ops
Because they don't like each other. And that man John Morant be talking a lot of crazy mess on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like he be talking like he's ready to pull up on somebody.
Twitter.
But if you see like what they got the star point guard.
They do got to start.
Who that remind you of? The Warriors. They have the shooting with guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. They have that defense and like that tenacity with like Desmond Bain and guys like that. And we've seen that in the Warriors. They got a lot of 3-and-D guys. And they're so young. And they made it to the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah,
and they lost to the champs. And they lost without having Ja Morant. And then they got leadership with guys like, Steven Adams. And I feel like that experience combined with that youth, plus that tenacity, like they want to win. They not backing down. Ja Morant talk a lot of trash. He does. But he backs up a lot of it.
Yeah, he does.
And he got that dog in him. And it's Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Like a city like that, where it's not about like the flashing lights and everything. It's about like that blue collar mentality, And I feel like Ja Morant really embodies that, which is why I think he's so great for Memphis.
Yeah.
So I would say, to me, that is going to be the team that's going to win the award for most likely to succeed in 2023.
Okay. For
So-
sure. Now I gotta. Well, you got a question? You about to end it off?
I was going to end it off, but you got anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got some.